every single time it pumps. But my heart is too big and it can't do that. So what happens is that it pumps as much as it can, which when they found it, right? When they found the issue, it was at like 22% or something dangerously low. They said that if it was any lower, they would need to do like a heart transplant type of a deal. But it was just like right on that edge of being okay. Or I guess not okay, but like, okay, being okay enough to not need a heart transplant. So I think, no. My brain blue screened for half a second. So, in order to compensate for not squeezing all the way, it does an extra beat. So, instead of going ba-bum, 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 like a normal heart, it goes ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, bum. And that is the bigeminy. That is the extra heartbeat. And when that happens, when I go into bigeminy, I have those panic attack-like symptoms. And when that happens, it's because too much carbon dioxide builds up in my heart. And the extra beat tries to get all that carbon dioxide out of there. I've dealt with this. I'm gonna be 28 in about 2 weeks. I've been dealing with this since probably middle school. But we didn't catch this until I was late into my freshman year, like almost completing my freshman year. I used to, like, a lot, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong with me, but I actually remember specifically, a very specific time when I was taking a test in high school, freshman year, and I didn't study, I didn't do the homework, I didn't know anything that was on the test, and I usually didn't care. I was at that point where I was like, oh, whatever, I'll make it up somehow, whatever, doesn't matter to me. But I was panicking for some reason, and I didn't understand why. And I was like, I couldn't catch my breath. And so, I kind of just had to tough it out because I didn't know what the hell was going on. But how we found out, actually, what exactly was going on is that I was getting my wisdom teeth pulled gotta wake this kid up. We don't know what the hell's going on, and you need to get this checked out at like the hospital or a cardiologist or something like that. Because if we continue, we don't want to kill your son, you know? And so, you know, and sometimes I have to cough because I was told by a nurse one time that like almost resets your heart. And see, I'm having a panic attack right now. And talking and sometimes singing or doing things with my hands like drawing or something. Something to keep my mind busy or off of it oftentimes helps. And you saw that cut right there because I had a cough, because my heart was starting to race like more than it is right now, I guess. I don't know if what that nurse told me that one time is true, but sometimes, not every time, it does help. And another thing that does help is listening to somebody else breathe, or listening to their heartbeat. Does help. Just to focus on that. But sometimes it doesn't, so you win some, you lose some. But I wanted to make this video not only because doing something to take my mind off of this helps, not only because this is right after I recorded the last video that was posted to the channel, and I already said that I was going to make another video, but also because I wanted to say that you're not alone, and because of your differences or because of your disabilities, you're not less of a human. And just because other people can't see your disability, and just because some people don't know or don't think you're telling the truth about your disability, doesn't make it any less valid. I've been told a lot of the time that it's just in my head, or it's or I'm playing it up, or I'm just seeking attention or whatever, and I'm sure a lot of people have been told that too, and it's not okay. But what you're going through is valid, and I've felt a lot of the times that I've felt a lot of the times that I'm not as human as other people who are complete. But that's not true. You are complete. You're not broken, you're not half of a person, you're not any of that. I oftentimes, because I can't, my cardiologist told me that I'm not supposed to be lifting anything at all, period. But I can lift like 20-pound things, 30-pound things for a little bit. But I feel so awful sometimes when my grandfather needs help with something and I can't help him as much as I would want to, or I can't help him at all. It makes me feel dirty and like trash. And I wish from the bottom of my heart that I could help him. Or I could do more for my family. Or do whatever else that a normal person could do. But I know that they don't expect it of me. They don't hold it against me. They know. And those who care about you, they know. And they don't hold it against you. You're loved. You're cared for and about. And you're not less of a human because of your disabilities. I just wanted to put that out there. Because I struggle with that. Maybe not every day, but a lot. And especially with those kinds of disabilities that they won't give you your disability for, because I've tried. Probably 100 times I've tried, and they just won't give it to me. And I've accepted that. But just because you can't have your disability, or you can't convince other people, doesn't mean that you're any less valid. You're real. You're a real person. And a whole person. A complete person. And nothing anybody says or does will change that. And hey, my panic attack stopped. You can get through it. I just want you to know that you're loved. And that you are fine just the way you are. I hope this helps.